Have you ever heard of Donald Trump's new limo? If not, let me tell you about it. Welcome to Luxury-matic. If you enjoy watching videos about luxury and timeless elegance, join our community. And please, subscribe to our channel. Also, click the bell icon so that you never miss a video and so you are always the first to see our new videos. And don't forget to give it a like and share it with your friends. Trump's limo has a price tag of $1.5 million, weighs 20,000 pounds, is resistant to chemical attacks, and even has a fridge stocked with the president's own blood, rightly referred to as the Beast. The most recent presidential limousine is outfitted with more unusual features and defenses that we could possibly dream of. Every feature has been specifically designed to keep the president secure, enabling him to swiftly flee danger during an assault, walls thicker than a 747, electric door handles, nuclear missile launchers, and tear gas dispensers. This limousine is actually a disguised invincible army tank. Yes, the new Beast is stuffed to the gills with several defenses. The best defense is a good offense, and in the case of this stretched Cadillac XT6 car, that statement couldn't be more accurate. However, it is also capable of causing its fair share of havoc. The Beast has an impressive arsenal of weapons, including a front-mounted cannon that can fire missiles and even tear gas. Practically speaking, it's intended to scatter dangerous individuals or furious mobs if they start to approach the car too closely. If the situation becomes more dangerous, a pump-action shotgun can be found on the front seats. There is another stack of tear gas canisters as we round the automobile from the hood to the trunk, additionally to a fire extinguisher and other fire safety equipment. The Beast obviously has all it needs to fight back. Of course, the very last resort is to engage in battle and inflict harm in the name of self-defense. The Beast is also called the Cadillac One, has a distinct and formidable initial line of defense. It is more than sufficient to thwart and eliminate any prospective attack on the president of the country. The presidential limousine is fully equipped with cutting-edge technology. We're talking about the capacity to lay down an oil slick that sends pursuing vehicles spinning wildly out of control, night vision to spot dangers in the darkest of conditions, smoke screens cause confusions and distractions to enable a swift getaway. A simple button press can also totally seal the compartment, a button that is only accessible by the president. If none of these measures work and the threat approaches close enough to open the car door, the crew has the option of electrifying the door handles, which would send a disarming shockwave through any potential intruders. However, if, and this is a big if, the Beast engages in unforeseen conflict and suffers damage, the hidden surface will be able to mobilize quickly. You see, there are 12 custom Cadillacs in the collection at the White House. Just one of these bad guys is pricey enough as you might think. With 12, the price increases significantly. According to the government, the estimated total cost of the contract, which is $15.8 million, is a tiny thing to pay to protect one of the most powerful persons in the world. The most cutting-edge communications equipment in his limo is the phone. Where the president usually sits with a handful of his guests or immediate staff, a phone is present. The phone uses a satellite to operate and provides direct access to reach either the vice president or the Pentagon. Therefore, there will always be a way to reach someone in an emergency. There are yet more advanced communication technologies to be mentioned. The special capacity to dispatch codes is one of the features offered by the Cadillac One, codes that can launch nuclear bombs, which is terrifying. Only the toughest and most durable materials were used in the car's construction. The car's body is covered in impenetrable armor that is 5 inches thick and is comprised of a mesh of steel, aluminum, ceramic, and titanium. The Beast is entirely secure in areas where typical cars would be most vulnerable, such as where the door meets the car chassis or where panels come together. Any gaps are reinforced with a layer of steel, preventing any entry or exit. In the case of a chemical assault, the closed doors create 100% seal to shield the occupants. Additionally shielded is the undercarriage, constructed of reinforced steel and additional steel plates for added defense. Any explosions that may occur on land will not damage the chassis. Oh, and the fuel tank is as well. In the event of a damage, the vehicle can release a special foam that will stop the tank from exploding. The Secret Service ordered the Beast's most recent iteration in 2018, but this is not the first instance of its kind. During the Obama presidency, the inaugural Beast began its journey. 2009 saw the release of a customized Cadillac DTS. It was heavier than its predecessor and had Kevlar-reinforced heavy-duty tires, which are often found on trucks. It also has a physically imposed attitude. Let's return to the current Beast that Donald Trump frequently employs. Even if the car's chassis is amazing, the windows deserve their own particular remark. Each of the 5-inch thick ultra-tinted panes is constructed of a blend of bulletproof glass and incredibly sturdy polycarbonate. However, these windows don't function in the conventional sense. They don't even roll down in actuality. The doors are as heavy as those of a 757 jet, with these safeguards in place. What distinguishes the Beast of today from its many ancestors? It may momentarily serve as an ambulance in addition to its amazing defense features. There is a separate oxygen supply for the back seats. This offers numerous advantages. The president and the driver can connect to the built-in oxygen in the event of chemical or biological threats outside the vehicle. Alternatively, if the president experiences a separate medical emergency, the oxygen within will be sufficient to bring him to the closest hospital for treatment. Should a transfusion be required, it would be a more dire situation. The Beast also has a refrigerator, but it doesn't contain diet soda. Instead, it contains ready-to-use blood that is compatible with the president's blood type. Who would administer such care? Fortunately, the mobile hospital has a doctor on staff. Every second counts in the event of an attack, which explains why there is always a doctor on duty. The doctor travels in a limousine towards the front of the motorcade whenever the president travels. But a doctor can only perform so many medical procedures in a specially designed vehicle, which is why the Presidential Protection Division makes sure that the motorcade is never more than 10 minutes away from a trauma center. When Ronald Reagan was targeted for murder in 1981, it was this mandate that kept him alive. A flat tire is irritating for the majority of us. However, it can mean the difference between life and death for the president. Trouble can ensue if we get lost in the wrong neighborhood, and the game is over if we run out of gas on the side of the road. But not when the president is riding in the Beast. Run-flat tires support the vehicle. Many Mercedes and BMW owners adore this function since it enables driving to continue even in the event of a flat tire. But let's be honest, a puncture is quite unlikely because the tires are also strengthened with Kevlar and constructed to heavy-duty truck specifications. Although the Cadillac One has received a lot of attention, it's vital to understand that the president's fleet consists of far more than one vehicle. Usually, there are between 16 and 20 specialized major cars in the presidential motorcade. So, before the president arrives aboard Air Force One, the motorcade needs to be carried to the destination city, which, incidentally, costs more than $200 an hour to run. The Air Force is inside large cargo planes like this C-17 to ensure safety with the motorcade. The presidential convoy normally consists of the following elements, though the formation can vary based on a number of variables. The route car, which travels minutes in advance of the pack and supervises the path. Typically, the sweepers are motorbikes or local police cars. The car transporting the president, which is in front of the stagecoach. In order to deceive any prospective attackers, the spares frequently switch positions in the motorcade while maintaining a similar appearance to the stagecoach. Not to mention the helicopter hovering overhead, witnessing it all. Millions of taxpayer funds are spent on the maintenance and transportation of the motorcade, which costs thousands of dollars in fuel per hour. Oh, and just because the presidential limousines are moving and the sirens are sounding, it's not necessary that the president is inside one of them. It might be a devious form of diversion. But if he's around, there'll be at least a few Secret Service agents riding in the limo with him. This highly skilled security personnel are the last line of defense, armed with a variety of light weapons that might quickly neutralize an aggressor. That's a wrap-up. So, what do you consider to be the car's most noteworthy feature? Let us know about it in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please click the like button. Adios! Until next time!